And welcome to Bluegrass Sports Nation coverage of Letcher County Central and Belfry. It is senior night here on the hill in Ermine, Kentucky. I'm Anthony Whitesburg, I know, but it says Ermine right there when you turn up. But here for the LCC Belfry game, final regular season game where the Pirates of Belfry are 8-1. And the home team, the Cougars, are 6-3. Joining me tonight for the broadcast is none other than Mark Young. Mark, how you doing tonight?
Buddy, I'm doing great. blessed to be here.
We got a packed house in here, literally. Lots of people here tonight for this game, for a senior night. And, Mark, I look at some of these seniors here and what they've meant for this season. In no particular order, you have Colton Stidham, who's had a great year, Keaton Fields, Cody Sturgill, Emma Adams. You also have Brett Sturgill, Garrett Howard, Hayden Antonio, Stephen Bingham, Jackson Meade, Thomas Smith, Gavin Martin, and Christian Fitzpatrick. Those are your seniors for this Letcher County Central Cougar team. And, Mark, that's a whole lot of seniors, a whole lot of offense mixed with defense.
Absolutely. I mean, they were lined up from literally one 10-yard line to the other about it when they had their celebration. And it's a big chunk of LCC football out there as seniors.
Emma Adams, of course, special teams, mentioning that as well, too. Colton Stidham also has done a really good job on special teams as well, too, this season. And you look at the season so far. First, we'll look at the Belfry Pirates and how they have done this season so far. As I mentioned, only one loss, wins over East Carter, 55-28. Central out of Louisville, 28-0. They had some battles back in the day when they were in 3A for the state championship back there in the early 2010s. Johnson Central, that was their lone loss back on September the 6th, 46-21. Went on the road all the way to Pulaski Southwestern and won 57-15. Defeated Pikeville 41-3. Pike County Central 55-14. Eastridge 56-7. Betsy Lane 48-7. Shelby Valley 47-7. So right then and there, we already have three straight teams that have scored only 7 points against them to close out the season. A familiar opponent both teams have taken on has been Shelby Valley. And, of course, the Cougars, I believe they did play Shelby Valley. Or no, I was thinking they played. Yeah, they did. 55-13 here at home. Been a long season, just and everything. But a good crowd here tonight. I know, Mark, earlier that there were Halloween stuff going on. A lot of people I know down there at Cowan saw some people getting ready there in Whitesburg on my way in. So it is Halloween night, a dark night, a good Halloween day, and just spooky at that. But I believe you have a note to pass along to us there, Mark, or something along.
They're getting the details for me, and we'll pass it on here in a little.
All right, so Mark had something. Anyway, looking at Belfry, of course, Matt Barney taking over the late Philip Haywood. Philip Haywood at Belfry won 7 state championships for the Pirates, and just an incredible legacy he had. But Matt Barney's turned it in, used his philosophy, and kept the program going the way Coach Haywood would have wanted it to be.
Yeah, 8-1, what can you say? They just kind of picked up and kept on with the same tradition.
Yeah, and if you look at the Belfry's averaging 45.3 points per game. They've only allowed 14.1 points per game and rushing 267 yards a game and allowing 151 yards a game. Mark, what stands out in some of those stats to you?
Well, I think the passing, really, they haven't passed a whole lot. But when they have, look at the yardage that they've got from it. I mean, they've really cashed in on the dividends on what few passes they've made. 107
yards passing per game this season. They've allowed 43 passing yards as well, too. Chase Barney, 30 of 65 on the season, 2 interceptions, 865 yards for 12 touchdowns. But look at the rush in the backfield, and that's what Coach Haywood was known for. This is what Belfry does. They like to run it down your throat, stuff it down your throat. J.B. Woolham, 599 yards rushing on the season for 9 touchdowns, but has split the duty with Dante Davis at 508 yards, 9 touchdowns, and Ace Cottle at 381 yards and 6 touchdowns. You look at that, just combined between them alone, that is 24 touchdowns between 3 people.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. And like you said, it's not just one. You've got to shut down all of them, so they got a big task at hand.
Looking on the defensive side of things, and Mark, as you'd mentioned on that receiving end as well, too, 7 touchdowns for Caden Barney, the senior, 345 yards, And what a great year he has had. Woolham can get it done too, and they're receiving 322 yards, 3 touchdowns. But looking at their defense, just what they've been able to do this year, of course, we got to look first at their senior, Nick Savage, 48 of 51 on extra point attempts. He's missed 1 field goal this season, but looking at the return on the fumbles, Jaden Muncie, a big horse there, he had 1 fumble recovery, turned at 69 yards for a touchdown. And then Jamison Chafin, 84 total tackles this season, 2 tackles for loss, 69 assisted tackles. Tyler Bonds, 71 total tackles. And then Eli Cottle and Keaton Deskins, senior and junior, senior and junior, both with 69 total tackles. And then, of course, also Eli Cottle, somebody to watch in the secondary. 4 interceptions on the season, Mark, with 1 touchdown on one of those interceptions, as well as J.B. Woolham and Caden Barney.
Yeah, as a team, you got 12 interceptions, so that lets you know you got a good, strong defensive backs out there, and who controls the ball is going to win the ball game for sure.
And, of course, Belfry, undefeated in their district, will have the 1 seed. We'll talk a little bit more about we'll talk about Letcher's 3A playoffs. I almost still thought Belfry was in 3A, but they have dropped down to 2A this year. And so, with that being said, Mark and I will take about a 60-second break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll have more for you, and we'll talk about the Cougars on the other side of the break.
In Letcher County, we know accidents can happen when you least expect them. If you've been hurt, call Hatton and Watts. We'll stand with you, just like your team does on the field. At Hatton and Watts Law Office, we're your hometown team, fighting for your family after an injury. Hatton and Watts Law Office, Letcher County's champions in personal injury and car wrecks.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick. Out for
17 minutes and 25 seconds away from the kickoff between LCC and Belfry here on senior night at Letcher County Central High School. And now we'll look at the Cougars, of course, 6-3 on the season, finished 3-1 in the district. They lost to Johnson Central at Shelby Valley 48-6 in the Blue and White Bowl. Hard to believe that game was just over 2 months ago. Season's gone by so fast. Defeated, then rattled off 3 straight home games, or 3 straight wins, 2 home games, 1 road game. 45-0 against Leslie County, 55-13 against Shelby Valley, 36-20 against Perry Central. They went on a little bit of a 2-game skid. Lost on the road at Breathitt County, 47-28, and a shootout here at home, 57-47 to Lawrence County. That would put them at 3-3 and 0-1 in the district. But since then, they have rattled off 3 straight wins, 2 of those on the road. The first one at Estill County, the final score was 48-34, and then Magoffin County 71-28. Powell County 56-14, and that got them the 3 seed in the playoffs. Who they will take on next week will be KNOX Knox Central up here at home. But Mark, 6-3 overall. Junior Matthews, he was an assistant coach for several years at Whitesburg High School and several years here at Letcher County Central, but been the head coach since 2016. A 51-55 record overall, and with everything he's kind of gone through with some injuries this year, he's really got this Cougar football team looking really good this late in the season.
Yeah, and as a coach, that's what you aim for, is to have them peak towards the end of the season and get ready for playoffs. So he's got them on the right track. It's just see how they perform tonight.
Letcher County Central averaging 43.5 points per game coming into tonight's matchup, allowing 28.7 points per game. Rushing yards allowed 186, or they've actually averaging an average 186 rushing yards a game. They've allowed 164 passing yards, 202 they're averaging per game, and they've allowed 111 yards on average. Mark, your thoughts on that for their 9 games?
The one thing that really stands out is when you look at the two seniors there, Garrett Hurd and Brett Sturgill, how many yards that they've rushed for. I mean, literally, 85% of what the team has got as a whole. So, I mean, they've just run off some impressive numbers. And we saw the same thing when we looked at Belfry stats for them as well.
Garrett Howard, 955 rushing yards on the season, just 45 yards away from a 1,000-yard season. 17 touchdowns to go along with that. You mentioned Brett Sturgill there, 506 yards and 8 touchdowns on the season. Gunnar Holbrook, of course, the quarterback, has 3 touchdowns rushing on the year, but he has thrown for 112 out of 192 pass completion and attempts, 4 interceptions, 1,732 yards, and 25 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, that's just unreal. And with Belfry not allowing many teams to score over 14 points, this should be a great test for the Cougars.
Mason Stevens, 630 receiving yards, 9 touchdowns. Colton Stidham, 6 touchdowns to go with 427 yards. Jet Outlaw got injured there back against Lawrence County. Before the injury, he was having 333 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns. Thaden Brown has stepped up in the secondary but has 2 receiving touchdowns this season. And now when you look at Emma Adams and how she has been a key part on the special teams for the Cougars, 38 of 43 on extra point attempts. And we are going to take, 38 of 42. We're going to take a break, and we will be back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, you are more than just a number. With our low faculty to student ratio, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to succeed. Our dedicated faculty is here to guide you every step of the way, helping you reach your goals in a community that cares. Choose HCTC. We'll never underestimate you. Call us at 606-487-3293 to learn more.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields, offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head to head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
And just over 10 and a half minutes to go here until the kickoff of the Cougars and the Pirates. Mentioning Emma Adams before we went to break there. The Cougars are 38 of 43 on extra points as a team. Jackson Childers has kicked one. He's 0 of 1. But Emma Adams 38 of 42 on that 14th region runner-up girls soccer team, the LCC. You look at the fumble recoveries this season. Kanan Sargent, Gavin Adams, Mason Stevens, Ryder Day, Preston Combs, Braxton Banks, all with fumble recoveries this year for the Cougars. Garrett Howard, we talked about him running, but on the defensive side, 2 forced turnovers. He has 110 total tackles, 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss. Kanan Sargent, 59 tackles, and 57 for Colton Stidham. And the Cougars defensively, when it comes to the backfield of the interceptions, Colton Stidham, 6 interceptions in 9 games played, 115 total yards, 1 touchdown return, and Thaden Brown, 3 interceptions, total 75 yards, 1 touchdown. Also Mason Stevens, 2 touchdowns himself, and also Caleb Osborne and Cody Sturgill. So secondary for the Cougars, Mark, really picking it up this season.
Yeah, I watched some of them warm up. They seemed real relaxed about this game, even though they're playing the Belfry Pirates. But at the same time, that's the way you have to approach these games, one game at a time, and take it out on the field.
And we'll keep it right here. And on top of that, slight breeze here tonight, band on the field. Cougars ready for this home game tonight. Senior night, as we said here early. A lot of people starting to kind of trickle in. Belfry from Pond Creek brought a really good crowd here tonight. Cheerleaders here on top. And this is the type of crowd you like to see, of course, Mark. One of the things when I think of Belfry football, yes, Cam Stadium is nice, and yes, it is a great venue. Done several games up there. But on top of that, I miss the old Vipperman Stadium right by now, which used to be the old Belfry High School, now the Belfry Middle School. You got any moments or memories that you can remember from? I know Whitesburg went up there. I was talking actually to Jim Atkins this week, and Jim was talking about how Whitesburg used to beat them and went up there, and he can remember they played them one game. They beat them 8-0, except that wasn't at Vipperman. It was there in Whitesburg. He got the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So I know these two teams in the past, before the consolidation, had met because they were in the same class. But any memories up there from Vipperman involving Letcher County sports?
Not really in football much. They didn't play Belfry very often in football. We played them a lot in basketball. And I can remember actually going, and we stood outside and warmed up on Vipperman Field to go inside and play when I was playing for Barney Hall when he coached at Fleming Neon.
And, of course, the Cougars here tonight getting ready. We're about 7 minutes away from the tip-off or kickoff of this game. Boy, tip-off. We're getting close to basketball, that is for certain and for sure. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Mark and I will take another 60-second break, and we'll look at the series history between these two on the other side of the break on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
I believe in Kentucky. I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic. Offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields, offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
.520 until we get the thing kicked off here between the Cougars and the Pirates on senior night as they get ready to go out to the field. Belfry was out there, but over off here, and we'll come out in just a few minutes for the Cougars come through the big Cougar thing there. And to tell you what, look at the series history between these two teams. Belfry and Letcher Central, their first meeting was on 9/11/2009. That was the last year of Hillard Howard. It was up here at Letcher County Central. The Cougars, it was a back-and-forth game throughout. Belfry would sneak one past the Cougars 24-20. They would play almost a year later, September 10th, 2012, with Belfry winning the game on Pond Creek there at Cam Stadium 42-20. And then it would be 2023 until they would play again on October 27th. So 2 years and 4 days ago, it was at LCC with LCC losing the game 43-14. And then last year at the Cam, again on November 1st, 2024, Belfry eking out the Cougars by a score of 35-34. Tonight is the fifth meeting overall between the teams. LCC's overall football record 116 and 115. And we're getting ready here, Mark, for the coin toss. Of course, Belfry in the white uniforms, red numerals, red trimmings. The Cougars in the home uniforms, black uniforms, white numerals, blue trimmings, black pants, and blue helmets. And Mark, any thoughts, keys to victory for this game for both teams?
Well, for LCC, they have to establish the run game early, so hopefully they get Big Garrett on the road there. Take what Belfry gives them, the quick, short passes, and let those runners do what they do to gain extra yards. They got to take care of the ball. They can't have any turnovers. Belfry's too good of a team for that. And they got to keep the laundry off the field. They can't make mistakes, and it's going to eat them up if they do. But now, if you're Belfry, you establish your running game with Willem and Davis. They both got over 500 yards. They're both juniors, so they'll be back again. They've got a passing game that is picked up a lot from what the Belfry vote has been. And, again, you got Varney there, the senior, that does real good there, and he hits Woolham a lot. So that's somebody that Cougars will have to shut down. And, of course, pass defense, when we do pass the ball as the Cougars, we got to make those short, quick, sharp passes because they'll pick them off. They've done got 12.
And as the teams meet there, we will take one more fast 60-second break before we get this kickoff, and we'll have the game for you on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
I believe in Kentucky. I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
People's Bank and Trust of Hazard, we're more than just your banker. For over a century, we've stood by your side through the good times and bad. We provide the local touch you want in a banker and the convenience of online banking when you're on the go. Plus, our checking accounts put money back in your pocket. With cashback options and rewards for banking local, we make your money work for you. Call us today to learn more about opening an account. Experience banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. We're here for you. Member FDIC.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
And the students are getting ready for the Cougars. Of course, Belfry, they're going to make their entrance and come out their side. I can't see fully, but there's a pumpkin there over there as they're going to come out. Cougars going to come out to the Cougars as well, too. And, again, hard to believe that we're last day of October of 2025. Starting tomorrow, there will just be 2 months left of this year. What seems like yesterday, we're getting ready for basketball and that county tournament and high school season, and then it turned into softball and baseball. And, Mark, we're not very far from seeing the football season end and seeing basketball starting up, and before you know it, it'll be baseball and softball season and track and all the other, and fall and spring volleyball as well.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it moves faster and faster each year, but, man, it's been exciting to watch these young kids play.
Oh, yeah, any sport. It's been fun from across volleyball, of course, played in the regional tournament this week, semifinal appearance. Good run there for Coach Van Hoos and company. Of course, Knott County Central winning the girls' regional tournament. They will play Shelby Valley in the first round of the state tournament, who upset Paintsville. And now as we get ready to focus on football here, back up at Letcher County Central, both teams with the nice entrances. And we'll see what happens here as the band leaves the field. And what should be an exciting matchup, fifth meeting overtime, all-time 4-0 are the Pirates. Cougars would love to end that tonight. And one Letcher County Central band member was festive for Halloween. See the Stormtrooper outfit there. Our producer said he dressed up for Halloween today. Mark, you said 75% of the people at Neon were dressed up, and we had a lot of people at Cowan dressed up as well, too. So people getting in the holiday spirit, or Halloween, excuse me, I know it's not holiday. I was listening to that song. Are they playing in the deep, dark hills? Oh, they were for a second there. I was wondering. But anyway, getting ready to do some Iron Man here, and we're going to have the kickoff soon, Mark. Any other thoughts on this game before we get kicked off?
I'm thankful for once that we're not on top, even though it's a better view. It's a lot cooler up there. But we've got a great crowd with this weather and it being Halloween. I mean, the bleachers are filling up fast. Anybody in the area that's just finished up trick-or-treating, come on down.
Here we go. Belfry won the kickoff and has elected to kick it off to the Cougars. And so Letcher Central will have the opportunity on offense first. And here we go. Boy, Robert Lewis has played Aussie many a times tonight here. He's ready for it. He's ready for this home game, getting the tunes cranking. And here we go. Letcher County Central and Belfry. Big game on tap here tonight. We'll see if the Pirates try to do some trickery here early on, maybe do non-side, but now they're going to back off.
This cold weather should make a difference in how the ball bounces.
Nick Savage, the senior, kicking off for the Pirates, and here he goes. Good kick, fielded out at about the 14, out to maybe close to the 23-yard line. Pirates right over it, right in that big tackle was Colby Robinette, and now the Cougars will have it 1st and 10 on their own 22.
Yeah, I mean, they had great coverage there. Just didn't have anywhere to go, and they got to establish something early here to get their fill in on the game.
Good to see Sam Quillen Jr. announcing here at Letcher County Central tonight over the PA. Always good to see Sam Jr. back in the saddle tonight for the Cougars. Here is on senior night. The shotgun, going to be a handoff to Sturgill. Sturgill going to have some room. Spin move. He's got the first down and more. And Sturgill all the way out to the 41-yard line, picks up 19 yards, and the Cougars with the first down and moving the chains.
Yeah, I mean, the Cougars caught him coming hard, and he was able to squirt through that initial wave. And if he had a stumbled, he may have gotten gone there.
Cougars taking their time here. Smart to do, run the clock down some against Belfry. Here we go, out of the same formation of the shotgun. Back split both sides, 2 outs to the right, 1 to the left. This time Sturgill going to go out in the motion. They're going to hand it out to Howard, and Howard going to get a good gain of about 4 to 5 yards. It'll be about 2nd and 6 for the Cougars.
Yeah, again, that's just straight up the middle, and the Cougars are doing exactly what I said. They are establishing that run game. And at 5 yards a pop, it's looking strong right now.
1 minute has elapsed in this game, 26 on the play clock. This time the Cougars will have Sturgill to the left there of Holbrook. Receivers both ways, one way out to the left. Got Howard on the line in motion there. A fake handoff. Pass is caught to Stidham, and Stidham will stretch it out and get the first down, and the Cougars will pick up 6 yards on the play, and that moves the chains in the Belfry territory.
Again, just that quick pass and see what those receivers can do once they catch the ball.
Not started the clock yet. They've started the play clock here. It was a completed pass, and the clock has not been moving. So now it goes. Back to the split formation. This time no wideouts out to the left, but 2 to the right. Sturgill will get the call. Hand off and goes forward, holds onto it, gets out to the 45-yard line, maybe roughly about a gain of about 3. So let's bring up 2nd and 7 for the Cougars.
Yeah, again, they just establishing their run game right now. The offensive line for the Cougars is looking very strong. They're being able to get a good push against the Pirates.
Now the Cougars have used 2 minutes of the clock, 10 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Wind picking up a little bit outside. Here we go. This time trips out to the left, one wide out to the right, out of the shotgun. Sturgill will hang to the left. 5 on the play clock. Cougars got to get it off, and they do. Sturgill out in the flats. Pass is caught by Stidham. Tries to shake and bake and will be close to the first down. They'll mark him close to the 40, so it'll be roughly about 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2 for the Cougars. And we'll see what they dial up. Nice screenplay there for Letcher Central, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely. He made a great cut back up the middle, too, and almost enough for first down, as you said.
First 3rd down for the Cougars tonight. Wideouts both ways. Stidham in motion left to right. They're going to go to the big man Howard. Found a hole but dropped away quickly. And Belfry was right there to meet him in the tackle by none other than Dante Davis. We mentioned his name in the pregame, and that'll be 4th down for the Cougars. They're going to roughly say about 4th and 2.5.
Yeah, and as the Cougars, I'm sure they're in 4-down territory here. They're trying to get something established early in the game.
Howard gets about a yard on the play. Here we go on 4th down. Wide out split both ways. Howard to the left, 15 on the play clock, 8:25 game clock. Cougars taking their time. You got Stevens hanging out here to the left. Here we go. Handoff. Howard will have the first down. Spin move, breaks another tackle, and then brought down. And now the Cougars have the first down on 4th and short, and in business to get their 3rd first down of the game.
Yeah, that's just a strong move by Howard, and Cougars made a gutsy play there and got a lot of good blocking to keep his drive alive.
Been calling him the bulldozer all season, and he bulldozed his way through some tackles there at the 34 for the Cougars, and they've almost had the ball for 4 minutes on this opening drive. Stevens and Combs out on the outside with Stidham and Brown bunched up over onto the right. Sturgill out. Oh, we had Sturgill open and through for Brown. Oh, my goodness, Mark. Ooh, and then some extracurricular stuff back there with Ace Cottle and the Cougars getting it going there. And there's a flag thrown at the 28. Yeah. And in on that was him and Stephen Bingham, the senior.
I'm sure that's going to be a personal foul.
And I tell you, if Holbrook looks to the right instead of going for Brown, he has Sturgill wide open with an open field and could have gotten all the way into the Belfry red zone. But a first penalty of the game, and it's going to be against the Pirates. And it is a personal foul. 15 yards. So the Cougars will have it at the 19-yard line and into Belfry red zone mark for the first time tonight. 7:54 remaining. Cougars been penalty-free so far on this drive with 2 wideouts to the right. That's Combs and Brown. Stevens out here to the left. Sturgill to the right. They're going to give it to Sturgill. Oh, and wrapped up in the backfield. Monster tackle there as they were able to get through the hole, and wrapped up there by Jamison Chafin, the sophomore. And Letcher Central now lost 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, he was coming on the blitz, and he met him literally just as soon as he got the ball.
7.5 remaining opening quarter, no score. Going to officially mark the ball close to the 22. Trips to the left. Sturgill to the left. No wideouts hanging on the right. 15 on the play clock. Holbrook takes his time. It's caught by Stevens down to the 14-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7, and that'll bring it up to 3rd and 5. So a big third down here.
Yeah, they got 2 downs to get 5 yards in.
Cougars 0 of 1 tonight on third down conversions. 6:50 remaining in the opening quarter. Cougars have almost taken off 6 minutes of this 12-minute quarter. Wideout splits both ways. It's Stevens and Combs. Sturgill again to the left, out of the same formation. Stidham going left to right. And the pass is to Stidham, and he couldn't hold on to it. Drops it, and right there, almost in the middle of it all, was Eli Cottle. And now it'll be 4th and 5 for the Cougars at the 14.
Yeah. Again, that play was open, but they just wasn't able to hang on the ball. This cold weather is going to affect their ability to catch and throw the ball.
Last year it was a 35-34 victory for Belfry. The Cougars would love to get the victory against the Pirates. Not only the first against the Pirates in the school's history, but also a way to go out here on the last regular season game for these seniors that have put the blood, sweat, and tears in over the last 4 years for the Cougars. Trips out to the left again, one out to the right. Here comes the pressure. It's incomplete. Right there on the pass breakup, Belfry, as it was intended there for Stidham. And Jaden Muncie was right there, and turnover on downs. And now Belfry will have it at their own 14 to start this drive with 6:29 remaining in the first quarter.
So the Cougars have to come up with a defensive stand right here and hopefully get some good field position back.
Especially with Chase Varney under center there. You're going to have Woolham and Davis and Cottle all back in the backfield here. See how they set this up. Good drive there by the Cougars, just a little short on the incomplete passes, well covered in the secondary there by the Pirates. Varney going to take his time. Hand off. Going to fall forward to about roughly the 17-yard line. Woolham on the carry. And now we'll say roughly about 2nd and 6 for Belfry.
Yeah, Belfry ran that traditional crossbuck offense that they had going, but the Cougars was right there for it.
Here we go on about 2nd and 6. Same formation again, this time out to roughly the 24-yard line, a pickup of 3. This will be 3rd down now for the Pirates, or very close to the first down, about 3rd and 1, as again, that time they went with Davis on the run. Should be about 3rd and 1 for Belfry. Very close. Handoff again. That's going to be a first down Belfry. The way they line up so quickly there on the carry there again, Davis. And Davis gives Belfry their first down of the game. Belfry 1 of 1 on 3rd down conversions.
The Cougars are going to have to try to tighten up their defensive line there and hold it up for the backs to get up there and make that stop early.
This time in motion. The little flip to Woolham. Woolham out to the right, going to have room. Has some speed and brought down by Stidham. The ball did fall out of bounds. And we have a Cougar player shaking up here. That's Stevens on the sideline. Belfry should have the first down at about the 45, so roughly about a gain of 17 there on the play. Stevens got roughed up there on the sidelines, and checking in for him for the Cougars there. Got to sub it in there, and that's going to be Cody Sturgill checking in, the senior. In motion there is Cottle. Except they go up right there again, running, breaking out to the outside at the 30. He's got speed. That's Davis. One man to beat. Falls inside to about the 15. Going to probably work at the 14 is where they'll put him. And that is a pickup of so many yards there, Mark, of 36. And then you add the 5 more to go with that, 41, because they were at the 45. And now Belfry into the red zone of the Cougars.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're in the march on about the 9. So,
yeah, marked it a little further there. Had a tough angle where we've got a lot of media here. I know you're standing up and got better eyes than me here, Mark, where you can see the field a little better. But now first and goal for Belfry. There's the handoff again to Davis, and Davis is going to be close down to the 1-yard line, pick up 8.
I mean, right now, Belfry's line is just blowing the Cougars back and get that initial drive going. So Cougars going to have to tighten up right here to make the goal line stand.
Second and goal, 30 on the play clock. Barney going to hand it off again. Davis gets nowhere. Going to be short, and this will bring up third and goal as he picks up about a half yard.
Yeah, Meade and company met him right there at the line of scrimmage and was able to keep him out. So that's 1 down and 2 to go. When you get down this close, it's hard to hold a good team out 3 plays in a row, but that's what they're going to try to do here.
4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Third and goal from the 1. Varney, this time reverse and in for the touchdown, and that's going to be none other than Woolham as he scores the first touchdown of the game for Belfry, and it's now 6-0 Pirates.
Let's see if we got the replay on that.
Again, now all they do is run that crossbuck, and it's hard to key on 2 different guys.
3:54 remaining here in the opening quarter. Pirates took it there 4 yards, or four plays. Savage on for the point after. Good snap, kick is on the way, and he knocks it through the upright. 7-0 Belfry. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
That last drive covered 5 plays. Went for a total there of 86 yards. And Belfry with the 7-0 lead as Savage comes on to kick the ball away. Mark, your thoughts on Belfry's opening drive?
I mean, that just shades of old Belfry in the past. They just lined up and come straight at you.
At the 15, it is caught there. Out to the 20, maybe inside the 21, breaks away to maybe the 23, a little extracurricular activity. And the Cougars, as Stidham will set it up there. And now the Cougars roughly starting about where they did the last time on their first drive. Going to be roughly at about at the 20, that's going to put them at the 23, so 1st and 10 mark. What do you want the Cougars to do here on this first drive to get some of this momentum back, as they moved the ball pretty well till they got stopped in the red zone there on the end of that drive?
Yeah, I mean, they just got to do more of what they did. They were being successful. They just kind of fell off at the end there in the red zone.
Now the shotgun wide out split both ways, too. Oh, Belfry may have jumped. Holbrook, that's going to be batted away right away. So it'll be 2nd and 10, batted away there by Hunter Hayden, or Hilton, excuse me. And it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Cougars.
Yeah, it was great timing. He's able to throw his hands up there and swat it down pretty handily, but
on the 2nd and 10, 3:42 remaining here in the first quarter from the 23. Trips out to the right, one out to the left. Holbrook has time. Here comes pressure. Holbrook going to throw it, and incomplete, intended for Sturgill, but right there was Keaton Deskins. Nearly had maybe a possible deflection or pick. Rush came a little bit there, but Holbrook able to get the pass off and not take a sack. Now 3rd and 10 tonight, where the Cougars are 0 of 2 on 3rd downs.
Yeah, again, they come out a couple pass plays in a row. That's one thing that the Pirates are pretty strong at defending, so hopefully Holbrook can get his targets on cue here and get down the field.
2 wideouts this time out to the right, 1 out to the left. Receivers bunched up here to the left. That's Stidham going right to left, now switching back to left. Fake handoff to Sturgill. Here's the pass to Stevens, but Stevens isn't going to get much. Maybe out to the 27 and a pick up a 4. Be 4th and 6, and now the Cougars will have to punt it away. Three and a half to go here in the opening quarter. 7-0 your score. Clock was stopped where the tackle was out of bounds. Cougars with a good snap. Kick is on the way. Good kick. Going to be fielded. It's going to be Eli Cottle. He gets into Cougar territory, and his own teammate pushes him forward as Hilton there tried to get him out to the 40 and a little further, but they will mark the Pirates around the 41-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Belfry with great field position.
Yeah, I mean, there was bodies flying everywhere there on both teams, so a great effort on both guys.
Officially mark it at the 42. Belfry went 5 plays and 86 yards on that last score. It was Woolham from 1 yard out. Here we go. Wide out split both ways. Running in motion there is Ace Cottle. Varney has time, goes out to Cottle on the left side, catches it down the side. 1st down for Cottle, and hit out of bounds by Stevens, and a flag will come in. I don't know if that's a face mask or just where he was already out of bounds roughing, but regardless, Mark, that will be the first penalty on the Cougars and probably a 15-yarder.
Yeah, well, I learned something that I didn't know the other day about that rule. I was talking to some of the officials, and they showed me in the rule book, even if you got to hold the jersey, if you sling them down forward or to the side and slam them on the carpet, it's horse collar.
It's 19 yards on the pass, Ace Cottle, and they're going to call a face mask, so add 15 yards to it. First penalty of the game for the Cougars. 4th first down for Belfry in the game.
And that turns a big play for the Pirates into a huge play for the Pirates.
Should put the Pirates at roughly about just outside the 10-yard line, or at the 15, excuse me. So they'll actually go 10 yards on that, so here we go. Wide out split both ways. Man running in motion, got the handoff there left to right for the Pirates. Has some room going into the end zone. Untouched is J.B. Woolham, and they go right to J.B. Woolham right when he's there in the red zone. Belfry now 2 of 2 in the red zone. That play was 14 yards out. 3:06 remaining, and it's 13-0 Pirates.
Yeah, I mean, Woolham just ran that ball really hard and made the right cutback, made it look real easy. As a good running back, he's hard to defend.
Savage on for the point after. Went 3 plays, 42 yards for the Pirates on that last one. Last drive. Kick is up and good. 14-0 your score with 3:06 remaining in the opening quarter. We'll step out for 60 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
In Letcher County, we know accidents can happen when you least expect them. If you've been hurt, call Hatton and Watts. We'll stand with you, just like your team does on the field. At Hatton and Watts Law Office, we're your hometown team, fighting for your family after an injury. Hatton and Watts Law Office, Letcher County's champions in personal injury and car wrecks.
(14-0). Belfry leads it first quarter, 3:06 remaining. Savage will kick the ball off here for the Pirates. Cougars looking to find an answer here on senior night. Belfry just 8 plays. They scored on the first drive from 86 yards out. 5 plays, 42 yards, 3 plays on that last one. And here come the Cougars at the 11. It's going to be Stidham. Stidham has some room and met immediately close up to about the 25-yard line, and the Cougars will have it 1st and 10. 3 minutes exactly to go. Now, Mark, I meant to ask you talking about dressing up earlier. Did your granddaughter Brooklyn dress up today?
Oh, absolutely. A lot of those kids in middle school work together, and they do different themes. We had the SpongeBob theme. We had a gangster theme, which Brooklyn was part of. But we had all kinds of them. We even had some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle faculty.
Handoff to Howard, and Howard going to get up there to about the 26-yard line, maybe roughly about a gain of 1 or 2. Be 2nd and 9. Very interesting to hear there, Mark Young, as you were saying, all the gangsters, Ninja Turtles. Saw a couple Ninja Turtles at Cowan today, too. And actually, I think they're going to give Garrett Howard a gain of about 2 to 3, so be 2nd a little bit more manageable there for the Cougars. And, of course, I'm sure there are several people tonight here that have been in the communities of both Letcher County and Pond Creek and there in Belfry having fun trick-or-treating. 2 wideouts out to the right, back split both ways. And the handoff, Sturgill with a nice move like he did on the first drive. Going to get out to the 31. We'll say roughly a gain of 5. So this will make it 3rd and 3 for the Cougars. Mark, we're there 0 of 3 tonight.
And, you know, this is the way the Cougars started out. They was able to run the ball on them and went away from it for a little bit down in the red zone and got stopped. So hopefully they can establish an offensive drive here and get back in this thing.
So officially marked at the 32. So that was a gain of 6. So it's going to be 3rd and 3 for the Cougars. Covered 6 yards on the gain. Sturgill and Howard back there with Holbrook. Wide out hanging to the left, 2 to the right. Howard will get the call. Wrapped up in the backfield, broke 1 tackle, and then just met by a host of Pirates in the backfield all the way at the 36. And be 4th down for the Cougars. Now, scoreboard has 1st down, but they did not get a 1st down there. It's 4th down is what it's showing. So the Cougars will come out to punt it away.
Yeah, I mean, right now the Pirates, almost every linebacker for the Pirate squad was keying on number 34.
So Howard at the original line of scrimmage lost 8 on the play. Looked like he had room there, but then the Pirate defense in the backfield just swarmed him up so quickly. And now Stidham on to punt it away with 42 seconds remaining. It's going to take a bounce at the 46. And this time breaking the tackle there is Cottle. He's going to reverse field and goes left. Has some room to the 35. Tries to break outside. Spins at the 30. And he's wrapped up right there. And it'll be 1st and 10 in the Cougar territory. Jackson Meade with the tackle. And now Belfry with another chance to add to the score here, Mark, only at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, so far this is the best field position that they've had. And like you said, they've, ran 8 offensive plays?
Yeah. Got 5 on the first, 3 on the last one. 2 wide out split to the right. You've got out there Ace Cottle on the far side there. See who they got lined up here. And we're going to have a penalty on the play. It's going to be against the Cougars, I believe. Yep. to be a 5-yard penalty, so 1st and 5 for Belfry at the 25. Pirates have only given up a total of 7 points against their last 3 opponents. 27 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Davis, he may go in. Nope, he's still on his feet and he will. Davis, 25 yards out, gets the score. And that was 2 plays. Well, actually 1 because of the penalty there. So 1 play, 25 yards. Belfry pushes it out to 20-0 with 19 seconds remaining in the opening quarter.
Cougars are going to have to find some way to slow down that offense of the Pirates. They're really looking strong right now.
Savage on for the point after. We'll see what happens here on the extra point attempt. Cougars would like to have a block. Savage 2 of 2 tonight so far. Lining it up, 10 on the play clock though. A little bit snap is low, but Savage knocks it through. 21-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Was Caden Barney out there earlier, number 0 there for Belfry. Didn't have his number there on the KHSAA from the website that I got earlier this week, but he's him and Chase out there doing their work. And Gabe Barney as well, too. A lot of Barneys from Belfry. 19 seconds here. I've always heard that name connected to the Belfry Pirate football program, and now 19 seconds left with the Pirates up 21-0. Savage will line it up and square it away, and a good kick there. They go right back to Stidham again, and he's about at 11, where most of the kicks have been tonight. And he has some room, no flag. Stidham could go here. He's at the 45, at the 50. Oh, and brought up with the shoestring tackle there as Cottle makes it. And boy, if Stidham just turns it up a little bit more, he has a chance to go further, maybe even to the house. But a great run, and the Cougars are in Pirate territory at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, he was able to hit that seam, and I thought he was off to the races, but they was able to wrangle him down. But, man, that was what the boost that the Cougars need.
41 yards on the return there. 11 seconds remaining opening quarter. Stidham right to left to right there running. Oh, here comes the pressure. Holbrook has room. Holbrook tries to break the tackle from Robinette, but can't. And gets out to roughly about the 45-yard line. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter, as that was a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Cougars on the other side of the break. They trail at 21-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
start of the second quarter. Here we go on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Cougars in the Pirate territory. 21-0. Belfry there. Cougars got it all the way down to the 14 on their first drive. 4th and 5. The 3rd and 5, first one was an incomplete pass, and then the 4th and 5 was batted away after the pass was in the receiver's hand to the Cougars, and now the Cougars trying to find something. Same formation now, the shotgun with 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Backs in the backfield for protection. Pass. Oh, and it's intercepted by Robin Ett. Or excuse me, check that, Cottle. Eli Cottle gets the interception for the Pirates, and first turnover of the game for the Cougars, and the Pirates will have it at their own 42 to start this drive.
Yeah, I mean, he just stepped in between and made a great play on the ball. Cougars was able to get him down without him making any significant return, but still, turnover was big.
Here is the handoff this time. They're going to go with Ace Cottle. Cottle's going to get out to about the 46, so maybe about between the 45 and 46. They're going to give it a gain of 3, and a flag comes in late. Little extracurricular activity. You can hear it from the fans.
Again, that's one of the things you can't do is lose your composure, especially against a strong powerhouse team like the Belfry Pirates.
It was Braden Markham there for the Pirates in on that as the flag is still and it's being discussed. And also there with Markham involved was Gavin Martin, the senior for the Cougars. We'll see what the call is here. Ryder Day rushing off the field. I know checking in there was Cody Sturgill. And here's the call from the White Hat. So we're going to replay the down as both of the penalties offset. Martin and Markham getting into it there. Boy, you heard the crowd on that last one, Mark. Very vocal on both ends there. 11:37 remaining. Pirates lining up on the pistol formation with trips to the right. Varney has time all day, but a flag's coming in. There's 2 flags. Could be holding. Here's the pass. Nearly intercepted by Sturgill, but knocked away by the Pirates there to avoid the interception there. Might have been Robinette there or Gabe Varney there on the knock away. And I believe this is going to be holding against Belfry.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's what they're going to get.
So it's a 10-yard penalty, so that will put Belfry at the 36-yard line, and that was replay the down and make it 2nd and 17. So just the second penalty of the game on the Pirates. Cougars only have 2 themselves. I know those last 2 offset, but now the Cougars build some momentum on this defensive penalty.
Yeah, hopefully they can be able to make a stand right here and get the ball back, but Belfry Pirates have other thoughts.
Official's going to talk here. I want to thank you for joining us tonight here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Thank you for tuning us in here and all season long for the games we've been able to cover this year. There were a couple games we just weren't allowed to cover. I believe there on the first one, Pike County has pretty strict rules on streaming. But we've been able to bring you these games here this season. It's been a great ride. Look forward to bringing you the playoffs next week as the Cougars will take on KNOX in the first round of the 3A playoffs. Barney taking his time down to 13. And he's going to do quarterback keeper. Option pitch out to Davis again. Davis on the outside. Davis past the line of scrimmage, gets most of that penalty back out to about the 46, 47-yard line, maybe about a pickup of 11. This will bring up roughly about 3rd and 5.
Yeah, again, they got a big chunk of it back. This is manageable for the Pirates if they can get by the initial line of scrimmage.
And we have a timeout. Letcher County Central will take it with them. Their first of the half. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, you are more than just a number. With our low faculty to student ratio, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to succeed. Our dedicated faculty is here to guide you every step of the way, helping you reach your goals in a community that cares. Choose HCTC. We'll never underestimate you. Call us at 606-487-3293 to learn more.
.59 remaining in the second quarter, 21-0 your score. 3rd and 7, Belfry 1 of 1 tonight on third down conversions. Running in motion there is Woolham. Now comes back. He's going right, now comes back out to the left. Now 2 wide outs to the left here, 1 wide out to the right. Couple backs in the backfield. That's Davis again. Oh, an option pass. Going to get it out. Here comes Cottle down the left sideline and ran out of bounds. Chased out of there by Sturgill and Stevens, and he'll be at the 41-yard line of the Cougars, and that is a gain of 13 yards.
I mean, just think that they had second and a mile and was able to get that first down. That lets you know what kind of offensive power that they do have.
Running in motion is Woolham. Barney's going to air it out. Caught by Woolham down the right side and wrapped up at the 35-yard line.
But we got a flag late in the backfield.
Tackle was made by Fields, the Cougars. So we're going to have holding against the Pirates. Back them up. Still stay first down. Actually, that was Stidham on the tackle. My apologies. And that's going to put Belfry back into their own territory. So it'll be first and long here for them at their own 49. 1st and 20, they officially mark it. 10:47 remaining in the second quarter. It's Woolham in motion. He's got the ball. Woolham. Stidham chasing him down. Woolham going to trip him up. Also assisted there in on the tackle. Stidham stayed with him the whole time, and he's going to be roughly at about the 44-yard line. So a gain there, about 7 yards. They give him actually at the 43. So it'll be second and about 13.
See some, look like Chinese lanterns going up in the sky over there.
Here comes Varney with it, scrambling, getting pass is almost intercepted. Stidham almost had it, and Woolham couldn't hang on to it, but the knockaway, and now this will bring up 3rd and long for the Pirates, where they are 2 of 2 tonight on third down conversions. Back to what you were saying, Mark.
If you look across the field up in the sky there, you can see the lanterns floating. It's beautiful against the dark sky, but they seem to be drifting right over this way.
10.5 remaining in the second quarter. 30 on the play clock, 21-0 Pirates. Cougars looking to get a big stop here. Probably would possibly be maybe 4-down territory depending on how close the Pirates can get to the first down unless the Cougars, first down marker unless the Cougars push them back behind the 50. Out of the shotgun. Here's the pass. It's caught there by Woolham. Woolham may have the first down and does. He's got more. He could be gone to the house. Nope, he's brought down on the far side. A flag comes in late down to the 11, and it'll be a first down Pirates, their 8th of the ball game.
And that was a beautiful middle screen. They just allowed the Cougars to rush back towards the quarterback, and he dumped it right over to it. They set that up very nice.
It's a gain of 33. We have a personal foul. Horse collar, as you said earlier, Mark, to your point when you asked officials. So out of bounds, horse collar puts the Pirates there at the 5-yard line. Tough break there.
Yeah, it moved it half the distance to the goal line.
10:21 remaining here in the opening quarter, or second quarter, excuse me. Davis is going to go right into the end zone again for his second score of the game, and it is now 27-0 Pirates with 10:17 remaining in the half. Belfry now 4 of 4 in the red zone tonight, as Savage will come on for the point after.
Yeah, from an offensive standpoint, they've been a juggernaut so far tonight.
Savage, 17 on the play clock. Kick is up and good, 28-0 Belfry. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
$28-0. Belfry on top of Letcher County Central with 10:17 remaining here in the second quarter on senior night. Several people still on hand here enjoying the game. From Pond Creek, Letcher County Central, just fans still here supporting the team, hoping the Cougars can dial up a touchdown on this drive. Savage on the kickoff here. Last drive went 7 plays and 67 yards there for a touchdown. Here is it's caught by Stidham, trying to make some room. I'll mark him about at the 25, 26-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Cougars have 2 timeouts. Belfry still has all 3 of theirs. So, Mark, if you're Letcher Central, what are you dialing up here to get some offensive power going to get into that end zone?
They have to be able to find some kind of mix between the run-pass game to be able to keep Belfry guessing. Because right now they're sending linebackers and stuff keying on their running backs. So.
Out of the shotgun. One out split to the right, one out to the left. Send him in motion again. Hand off Sturgill. Fights forward. Maybe gets about 2 on the play, so bring up 2nd and 8. .955, under 10 to go.
Yes, Sturgill has to get through that initial line of scrimmage, and then he can really turn up the yards.
It's batted away again there by Hilton. Boy, Belfry, it was intended for Sturgill. They have gotten about 3 of those tonight. I know 2 for sure they blocked, almost 3, maybe 4. And that'll bring 3rd and down for the Cougars tonight, where they are 0 of 4 on 3rd down attempts.
Yeah, they're doing a good job reading the quarterback and seeing where he's looking at, and they're being able to move that way.
With the speed of Belfry and looking like they studied the film, they've definitely known when he's getting ready to get rid of it, as you said there, Mark. And now the Cougars going to look here on a very, very 3rd and long situation, about 8, trying to rattle up a 1st down with 3 wide outs to the right, 1 wide out to the left. Sturgill out in the flats. Here comes the rush. Stidham catches it, but it's hit right where he is caught immediately out to the 32-yard line, which brings a celebration from the Belfry defense. Now the Cougars 0 of 5 on 3rd down conversion. Tyler Bond on the tackle.
Yeah, I mean, that's just old school football. If you come across the middle and catch the ball, you have to pay the toll. And he did that play.
Stidham back to kick. 9:20 remaining till halftime. 28-0 your score. Low snap, it bounces, but Stidham recovers. Going to take a bounce at the 43 and then moves back forward out to the 34-yard line as Preston Combs will down it. And now Belfry, 1st and 10, 9:02 remaining. They've been able to score quickly on some of their drives there, Mark, and I don't look for them to switch anything up too much. They passed it some, but not really gone deep. We'll see what Coach Varney and company dial up on this drive. If you're the Cougars, you're definitely hoping to find a fumble or an interception somewhere because Belfry yet to turn it over.
Well, absolutely. That they want to make a quick stop or be able to get a turnover to try to get some momentum back on their side.
Going to be a pitch out there to Woolham. He's got a couple scores tonight. Out to the 41-yard line, so we'll pick up a 7. This will bring up 2nd and 3 for Belfry.
The Cougars did a good job containing him that side, but he was still able to get up the middle, like you said, to make a nice game.
Handoff again. It's 1st down for Belfry. Pick up about 5 yards on the play. It was Cottle on the run. That is the 4th or 9th 1st down, unofficially for Belfry. So they move the sticks, 8.5 remaining here. At their own 46. Varney has all day throws, passes caught. That's Cottle again. Went backwards, though. Had the 1st down as he tried to reverse field. And actually, my apologies, that was Caden Varney on the catch. Varney going to be short. It'll be about 3rd and 1. Belfry tonight, I've had them unofficially at 3 of 3 on 3rd downs.
Yeah, that's one of the situations. Had he realized how close he was to the 1st, he could have went north and south and probably picked up enough yardage.
Oh, he had it. Bunch formation here out of the wishbone. Oh, Cottle spins moves from a tackle. Cottle, him and Sturgill couldn't be brought down. And now it was about a loss. It's going to be not 3rd and 1. My apologies. It'll be 2nd or 3rd down. Now it's going to go to 3rd down. That's right, because they didn't get the 1st down. But I thought, this would be 4th down, but it says 3rd. So here we go. That wishbone. 7:15 remaining. Davis should have it, and he does, by about a 1/2 inch. And Belfry moves the chains.
Yeah, they did a good job running north and south on those short yardage plays, and that initial push from that line gave him all he needed.
Davis, a couple of scores tonight. Now the wishbone. Varney going to pass is caught to Caden Varney into the end zone. From Chase Varney to Caden Varney. They hook up 44 yards out with 6:55 remaining in the 2nd quarter, and is now 34-0 Pirates.
And Anthony, you had kind of called that. You said that they had done everything except throw the long ball. They've done that now.
Savage will line up, or are they going to go for 2 here? They're going to, let's see. Nope, Savage is out there to line up. Kick is up and good. 35-0 your score with 6:55 remaining until halftime. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
In Letcher County, we know accidents can happen when you least expect them. If you've been hurt, call Hatton and Watts. We'll stand with you, just like your team does on the field. At Hatton and Watts Law Office, we're your hometown team, fighting for your family after an injury. Hatton and Watts Law Office, Letcher County's champions in personal injury and car wrecks.
.6:55 remaining until halftime, 35-0. Belfry on top as Savage gets ready to line the kickup off. Kick it away to the Cougars. Cougars going to look to find the end zone before the half ends. Stidham this time. Breaks a tackle. Hops over a tackle and is going to be about to the 33, 34-yard line. I want to run down some Class 3A standings. Forgot to do this earlier, but we still have 5 undefeated teams in Class 3A. That is the Christian Academy of Louisville, Lloyd Memorial, Murray, Bell County, and Glasgow. Or Glasgow, as some people that I know say it over there. All teams are 9-0. Rockcastle 8-1, and Lawrence County 8-1. Lexington Catholic 7-2. Bardstown 6-3, Russell 8-1, Letcher Central 6-3, and East Carter and Hart County both at 7-2. 6.5 remaining here. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 wideout to the right. It's going to be Howard getting the call. Ooh, breaks a tackle though, goes forward and gets out, say roughly about 3 yards on that. So it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Cougars.
Yeah, I mean he bounced off 2 or 3 different guys before he was able to get what he got. So.
Bell County, the only undefeated mountain team left in Class 3A. Lawrence County right there at 8-1. Knox Central, KNOX 4-5 on the year. Not had one of their best years. Been following them and paying attention to them a little bit. Will be who the Cougars host up here next week on the Hill in the first round of the Class 3A playoffs. Of course, all the playoffs start next week. Howard will get the call again. Bounces off to the left, has some room, and gets about to the 40. Another gain of 3 yards. This will bring up 3rd and 4 for the Cougars, where they are 0 of 5 tonight on 3rd down conversions.
Yeah, I mean, they were really struggling getting the ability to cut back against that pursuit for the Pirates. The Pirates are pursuing very well, and they just strung it out there, and he couldn't get around the corner.
Five minutes remaining till halftime. 35-0 your score. Combs out here to the right. Stevens and Stidham out to the left. Howard again out to the right. Remember, he is only coming into the night's game about 56 yards, I believe it was, from 1,000 yards. And the Cougars down on the far side. Stevens pass is caught to the 50. It's a pickup of 10 yards and a first down. Cougars, their 5th of the game, and their first time converting on 3rd down conversions tonight, make them 1 of 6 in the game.
Yeah, you know, they're trying to get something going here, and maybe they can string together a few more plays and get in the end zone.
Cougars with the quick no huddle. Howard's going to have it. Bulldozes his way for about a gain of 1 or 2. Give him a gain of 1, so it'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Cougars. 4:05 remaining.
Again, they're just meeting him in the hole at the line of scrimmage, and if they can ever get through that initial one with his size, he'd make them live hard for the defensive backs. But, man, they're meeting him right in the hole.
Cougars with 2 timeouts. Belfry all 3 of theirs. Wideout split both ways. Howard again out to the right. 15 on the play clock. Here comes the rush. Pass is incomplete. Right at the marker, just past it. Stidham couldn't hold on to it, or Stevens, excuse me. This will bring up 3rd down for the Cougars.
Again, the Pirates was coming right down the middle, right at Holbrook. He had to get rid of that early, and wasn't able to hit his receiver.
3rd and 9. Check that. I believe that was Caleb Osborne on that last reception attempt that didn't get, so my apologies there. Here we go. Holbrook has time. Back to Osborne again, incomplete. So bring up 4th down for the Cougars. Where they are 1 of 2 tonight on 4th down conversions. And I like it here if you're Coach Matthews. I think this is a good call to go for it, Mark. You've got nothing to lose. Try to get a 1st down here and see if you can get into the end zone with 2.5 before the halftime.
Yeah, I mean, why not see if you can get something started?
25 on the play clock. Belfry not set defensively. Now they get set. And here we go. Holbrook has time. Holbrook passes caught by Brown, but he's going to be well short, but spins. He's going to be about a 1/2 inch short of the 1st down. A great effort by Brown. The ref on the far side there has him just short. I don't know if they'll measure it or not, but I don't believe he got it. But we'll see what they officially say, and it will be 1st down Pirates. Tough break there, but what a great effort there by Brown. He almost got the 1st down mark, and I applaud his effort because I thought for a split second there he was going to have it.
Yeah, I thought he was going able to spin loose there. He made a great move, but like you said, he just had too much help coming from the Pirate side, and they was able to barely stop him.
Martin and Combs making the rush out there. They weren't even set. Cottle now with it out to the left. There's a flag, though. He's at the 50. Going to be, nope, gets by Sturgill. Combs there in on the tackle, as well as Bingham. We'll see if it'll be coming back here. Actually, check that. Griffith there. I believe this is going to be a hold. Yeah, no, block in the back they're going to call. So, back Belfry up.
And that was a big break for the Cougars because that was a nice game.
Yeah, Cottle had it there on the outside. He even broke a couple of tackles before he eventually came down.
Yeah, every time the Pirates have been able to get around the corner on the ends, they've had big gains.
Handoff out to roughly about the 40-yard line. Good sportsmanship there by Caleb Osborne. On that run there, this time they put in was Tristan Chapman. Might be the last play. Nope, looks like they'll get one more off with 8 seconds. This time there they go with Cottle again. Cottle reverses field off a tackle. He's got a 1st down. Combs tries to wrap him up, and then he's brought down by Brown and Ryder Day, and that will bring us to the end of the 1st half. We have played 2, and Belfry leads it 35-0 on senior night against the Cougars. We'll be back in 3 minutes on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic. Offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields. Offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game, your teammates, a victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, you are more than just a number. With our low faculty to student ratio, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to succeed. Our dedicated faculty is here to guide you every step of the way, helping you reach your goals in a community that cares. Choose HCTC. We'll never underestimate you. Call us at 606-487-3293 to learn more.
I believe in Kentucky. I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Good 35-0 your score here at halftime as the Belfry Pirates lead it over the Letcher County Central Cougars. We'll look at the scoring here for you. It was in the first quarter, J.B. Woolham from 2 yards out, 3:54 remaining. Savage got the extra point. That made it 7-0 Belfry. And then it was Woolham again on the sweep of the reverse from 14 yards out with 3:06 remaining in the first quarter. That would make it 14-0. But Belfry would get it back, and none other than Dante Davis would score from 25 yards out with 19 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Savage went a perfect 3 of 3 on extra points in that first quarter, and that made it 21-0 Belfry. In the second quarter, it was Davis from 5 yards out. He would score with 10:17 remaining in the quarter, and that would make it 28-0 Belfry. And then on the last one from 2 yards out, Davis would score again. And I did not, oh no, I'm sorry, correction. It was not Davis. With 6:55 remaining in the second quarter, Caden Barney from 44 yards out catches it, takes it to the house. Savage lines up for 2 extra points and goes perfect. Overall, he is a perfect 5 of 5 on extra points. And it is 35-0. That's how we're at 35-0. Looking at some other stats here for you from the first half. 5 touchdowns total for the Cougars. Belfry, I had them with 12 first downs. Cougars went 1 of 7 on third down conversions. Belfry went 4 of 4. Cougars 1 of 3 on fourth down conversions in the red zone. The Cougars are 0 of 1. They got it all the way down to, I believe, the 14. Might have got a little closer. 4 of 4 is Belfry from the red zone. They are 2 of 2 on extra point attempts. 1 turnover happened. It was an interception, and Ace Cottle intercepted Gunnar Holbrook's pass on the first play of the second quarter, and that was at 11:56. And so the Cougars have 1 turnover. They have 3 penalties tonight for a total of 26 yards, and Belfry has 3 penalties for a total of 35 yards. 21-0 after 1, 14-0 was the score here in the second quarter. 35-0 at halftime, and we will step out again here for a few minutes on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
I believe in Kentucky. I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with.
and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment. What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, you are more than just a number. With our low faculty-to-student ratio, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to succeed. Our dedicated faculty is here to guide you every step of the way, helping you reach your goals in a community that cares. Choose HCTC. We'll never underestimate you. Call us at 606-487-3293 to learn more.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
In Letcher County, we know accidents can happen when you least expect them. If you've been hurt, call Hatton and Watts. We'll stand with you, just like your team does on the field. At Hatton and Watts Law Office, we're your hometown team, fighting for your family after an injury. Hatton and Watts Law Office, Letcher County's champions in personal injury and car wrecks.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic. Offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields, offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, you are more than just a number. With our low faculty to student ratio, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to succeed. Our dedicated faculty is here to guide you every step of the way, helping you reach your goals in a community that cares. Choose HCTC. We'll never underestimate you. Call us at 606-487-3293 to learn more.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
At Hazard Community and Technical College,
4:45 remaining until I'll let Mark put his headsets on there. There we go. Don't want to talk over while you move the headsets there, buddy. I saw you talking to some people. I'm going to probably go out on a limb and say you were talking to somebody that lives there in Belfry and close to your brother, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, we were talking about Daryl's from over that way, but this guy lives over Shelby Valley.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought by the way you were talking, it was close over there to Belfry, because I know you had told me earlier this year your brother kind of lives over in that area. Of course, you know, you think about that area and everything. Like our area earlier here in 2025, of course, we're all community family. We know people, maybe not everybody from these communities and everything, but we know them, and they over there in the Williamson Walmart was flooded back on February 15th earlier this year, just like a lot of places throughout eastern Kentucky. And I know it's affected the flood just like it did Letcher County and Perry County and Knott County and many other parts of eastern Kentucky in 2022. I know it affected a lot of people there in Pike County, in the Dorton area, of course, Belfry, Williamson. And just hoping we get a break from those this upcoming winter season, Mark, because it is turning cold. And I was going to say earlier, you got to wonder if I'm not seeing any out here tonight. Maybe that comes out next week, but the hot chocolate. But anyway, I hope we get a break from the floods. Eastern Kentucky, we've gone through a lot over the last 3 to 5 years with weather.
Yeah, we really have. And like I said, everybody now kind of gets gun shy when it clouds up and starts to rain, especially if they're given a lot of rain. And, it's going to take a while to get over that, I think.
I was talking to my sister earlier on the phone. Of course, one of my nephews, he's a senior at Lexington Sayre, won the Class 1A state championship. They made the trip all the way from Lexington to Middlesboro tonight, so a little bit of a lengthy trip across the state. A lot of teams have wrapped up district play and are playing those out-of-conference games. I know Middlesboro has done really well this year. Larry French, who used to coach at Pulaski County Southwestern, has taken over the Yellow Jackets over the last few years. Of course, Middlesboro won the state championship 1998. We mentioned Bell County earlier. And, of course, just so many teams getting ready to gear up for the playoffs. And Jet Outlaw, and still thoughts and prayers continue. Hope he continues to get better and gets back and back to just good health and what he loves doing. But Cougars this season so far outside of Outlaw haven't really been too awfully banged up, Mark, but at this time is when you want your health the best that it can be, especially if you're gunning for an upset in the playoffs, making a long run, possible state championship. And I didn't get a chance to ask you this in pregame, but the rest of the health-wise, is it going pretty well for the Cougars from what you've heard maybe?
From what I can gather, I haven't heard anything major, bumps and bruises and stuff. During this cold weather, if they don't warm up and stretch, we saw both teams doing a good job of that. But if you don't stretch and stuff, this is when you get a lot of injuries from torn muscles and cartilage and stuff.
And we'll take another break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back in about 2 minutes.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you,
you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Two minutes till we kick this second half off, 35-0 Pirates over the Cougars, and want to talk about it. I don't want to just focus on one school, but college football. Boy, Mark, the NIL, the transfer portal, it is really changing the game. You look at Virginia Tech, they really got the ball rolling with getting rid of their head coach. Shortly after that, it was UCLA, then Penn State. Hugh Freeze and Auburn on the hot seat. Billy Napier's gone at Florida. They just fired Brian Kelly, LSU, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I know for a fact Stoops has to be on that hot seat. Tomorrow night's going to be really, really interesting. And I was listening, the only thing really that I ever listen to now, anything involving KSR, is the post-game show, because I like to hear what the fans say. And Mark, it was repeatedly on and on and on. The fans were just saying, Beeline, got to get rid of Stoops, got to get rid of Stoops. And that's just so hard to say, because I really thought after the 2 10-win seasons by Stoops that somebody would go and he would go get called by another team. And that almost happened with A&M, and I'm sure A&M is glad they got their coach, because they're looking really good right now. But I hate to see this for Mark Stoops, because the players, the memories, the wins that he has brought for the university has been awesome. But like a lot of the other schools that we're seeing, I think he soon is on the hot seat. And it's interesting, but I will say this, regardless, like these other teams, Kentucky's got to make a decision soon. If not, they're going to get left behind, and I think it could set the program back even further. But what has been your whole thoughts on Kentucky, or just the whole college football coaching landscape?
Well, I kind of take the Nick Saban approach. I think when it turns into Timu NFL, so to speak, what are you doing as a coach? What are you teaching these young kids? If you don't like how many minutes you play, transfer. If you don't like the amount of money you make, follow the money. That's not what this sports system was set up for. So I have a hard time with it.
And you bring up a good point. I'll switch it basically to switch it here just really fast. Add a footnote on that. College basketball, Louisville, last week it was announced they got a G League player playing. And, Saban also, to your point to what you said, he said, what are you going to do when someone has one more year left that's played 3 years in the pros, and they have one more year left of college. Can they slip down from the pros and come and get the money and play? And if you can do that in the G League with college basketball, who's to say they won't do that with college football as well? But I do think he has the right approach in saying eventually you're going to have to put a commissioner over all of this to regulate this, because if not, it's going to get out of hand. And before you know it, you could have somebody playing for the national championship or the semifinals in college football, and they could say, well, I'm sitting out. I'm not going to play this game because either A, they don't like what they're getting paid, or they just don't want to play it because they want to go to the NFL.
Yeah, and I don't know how you put the genie back in the bottle, but I think I don't have a problem with the kids getting paid to play.
Right.
But put all the NIL money in the program, pay everybody.
Yeah. And then that opens the can of worms forward with the other sports as well. But everybody knows college football is what gets it going, or the football revenue goes into all these other sports. And the Cougars are going to do a almost onside kick. It's loose to kick it off. Did that very quickly there, did the Cougars. Pirates fall on it at the 50. And we are in the running clock with the 35-point lead. Cougars 6-3 on the season. Belfry 8-1. And Belfry will have it at midfield. You know, Mark, one of the things you talked about in the pregame that the Cougars would need to clean up on, and we've not seen it a whole lot, is they have done a really good job at cleaning up on penalties in this game. Belfry not had as many as well, just 3. Varney getting instructions there from Coach Varney.
And, you know, that's what you got to do. You got to take care of the ball, and you got to not make those type of errors.
Varney on the keeper, the pitch.
Still going.
And that might have been,
He's still
Cottle. As soon as we check that is Woolham, and he's got room again, and could he get his 3rd touchdown of the game? And he will, untouched from 50 yards out goes Woolham, and that pushes it out to 41 to nothing, and no flags. And Mark, I thought for a second there you were going to jump out, and I was going to say, man, take the play-by-play. Good job there, though. But anyway, 50 yards untouched, 41-0. Savage comes on for the point after.
That was such an impressive run. I mean, he probably ran 75 yards to get that 50-yard touchdown.
Savage right through the uprights. 42-0 your score. We're back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic. Offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields, offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
(42-0). Belfry adds another score from 50 yards out. Woolham gets his 3rd touchdown of the game. 42-0. Savage a perfect 6 of 6 tonight on the extra points, and he'll be ready to kick it off here. We've got some of the Ramones. Now Louis dialing up the Ramones here, the Blitzkrieg Bop. Just bringing them out. I think a producer earlier said he had played the Monster Mash 4 times tonight already on this Halloween night, Mark Young.
Yeah, he's really trying to celebrate the Halloween spirit, and he told me he had purchased that song earlier today just for tonight's game.
Savage, it wobbles a little bit, but still a great kick. He's been kicking it right to the 11 every time. Out of bounds, Stidham out to about the 22. It'll be 1st and 10, Cougars. Still good crowd here on hand. Last home regular season game for the Cougars this season. Next week they will have their home playoff game as they welcome in the KNOX Knox Central Panthers. Remember that deep run by the Panthers a few years ago in 4A, making it to the semifinals of the state. 18 on the play clock. Sturgill will have it wrapped up immediately. Ooh. And Hilton fell there on his player. Looked like he took a little bit of a hit there. Fell there on Chafin. He's back up. Loss of 1 will bring up 2nd and 11 for the Cougars.
Chafin's over saying, "Man, what are you hitting me for?"
Well, that momentum carried him forward. Varney out there deep in the secondary there. Also back out there is Williams for Belfry. Here comes the pressure on the edge. Holbrook gets rid of it. Nice catch by Brown, but right as he catches it, tackled immediately. No gain on the play, and this will bring up 3rd down for the Cougars.
Yeah, excellent coverage. I mean, he's with him step for step.
That secondary's been on point tonight. Isaiah May, the sophomore, with the tackle. 7.5 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. They officially actually give him about a gain of 1.5 yards. The Cougars tonight, 1 of 7 on 3rd down conversions. 7:20 remaining. 3rd quarter. Trips out to the right. Now Stidham running right to left in motion. Has time. Holbrook moves. It's caught for a 1st down. Cougars. That's Stidham. That's going to be a gain of 11. And that'll be the 6th 1st down for the Cougars. And they are now 2 of 8 on 3rd down conversions tonight.
Yeah, Stidham did a good job knowing exactly where those sticks were. Nice route.
No huddle. Oh, and the Cougars, it's going to be a false start. 5 yards. I don't know if they couldn't hear the snap because of the Cougar making the noise, but it pushes them back 5 yards, just their 4th penalty of the evening. 6.5 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Belfry really stepping up. It was January the 18th, 2025. Coach Haywood was traveling and in the car wreck, and Varney has really done a really good job in his place so far, as Sturgill's going to be wrapped up by a host of Pirates. No gain on the play. And one of the things I want to say about the late Coach Haywood, Mark, very strong Christian man in his faith. And on top of that, he believed in his kids and always encouraged them, and just what a legacy. And I haven't talked to anybody here. I've talked to people from Belfry tonight. I probably will more post-game, ask them about just how it's been. But, these Pirates have probably dedicated the season to Coach Haywood.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a tradition over there. It's unreal. And they have so many people that support this program that don't have anyone in school at all.
Nice pass, complete. That's going to be enough for another 1st down, as coming down with it again there for the Cougars. Had some pass attempts there towards the end of halftime, but Caleb Osborne, he's going to pick up about 17 on the play. No huddle again. Here's the rollout. Holbrook, nice pass. Stidham catches it. Out of the games, it's got about a gain of 2. So, Mark, I got to say this really quick. For the first time, and I didn't know, Milam slipped one on me. I hadn't checked it. I did a Google search on LCC and its history, because where this is the 20th year of the school, and I'll hold that thought through this next play with Howard there in the backfield, 2 outs to the left, 1 to the right. Holbrook looking, scrambles. Howard, nice catch to the 35, so that'll be a gain of 3. This will bring up 3rd and 3. But I finally saw, even though it was in video form, the football field before the school was built.
Absolutely.
That was a very interesting scene there, but 20 years ago, hard to believe, Mark, this facility up here is 20 years old. Just amazing. As Howard will take the handoff and have the 1st down and more. Out to the 25 to the right. He could be gone. Howard gets pushed out of bounds and inside the 10-yard line, actually to the 11. So they're going to get it, and probably a gain there of roughly 24 yards, getting close to that 1,000-yard mark.
Story that I'd heard about the Belfry field when they was getting new turf. When they unrolled it, it said West Virginia. So they had to call and get West Virginia to send theirs.
Howard will go forward for maybe about a yard. This will bring up 2nd and 9 for the Cougars. You know, Mark, in that 20 years, the Cougars football team has been to the regional finals 3 times from 07 to 09, made several runs to the second round in the playoffs, almost to the third round as well. And Holbrook's going to scramble inside the 10. You look at the girls' region tournament championships, they have won 5. Softball has won 3. Volleyball several with Betty Vaughn. We've seen Brett Smith win a track state championship. Just amazing what's happened in this last 20 years here at Letcher County Central. I'm sure I'm forgetting some stuff, but I know Terrell Carter, a great athlete here at Letcher Central. Boys have made the semifinals a few times in basketball. Last year, our producer, Colby Ambergy, playing in the inaugural volleyball season of the Cougars. Archery's always had a good hit. Here comes Howard. He's going to go forward, spout to the 5. And, you know, this year, or at the end, looks like they're going to do a Glory Road game up there at Neon, as this will be the 4th and 3 from the 5-yard line. Letcher Central now 2 of 9 on third down conversions. And, Mark, I know you're very excited about the Glory Road game.
Yeah, I am. As a former player from Fleming Neon and a former coach from Fleming Neon, I'm excited to go back there and be able to broadcast a game from there.
Sturgill will get the call on 4th and 3. He's going to go into the end zone untouched. Brett Sturgill with 2:03 remaining in the third quarter makes it 42-6. Belfry. Adams on for the point after. Well, no, my apologies. Cougars are actually going to go for 2.
That has to be a big morale booster for the Cougars at this point.
1:23 remaining in the third quarter. Trips out to the right, one out to the left. Sturgill to the right. 15 on the play clock. Nope, it's stopped. Actually down to 10. The one on the far side is. Oh, nice little give and go to Sturgill, but he's going to be short. Tackled at the 2-yard line, and we'll be back in action. We'll just keep it right here on Bluegrass Sports Nation as we're under a minute. Cougars now tonight 1 of 2 in the red zone. And we'll just go ahead and take a quick 30 here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, you are more than just a number. With our low faculty to student ratio, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to succeed. Our dedicated faculty is here to guide you every step of the way, helping you reach your goals in a community that cares. Choose HCTC. We'll never underestimate you. Call us at 606-487-3293 to learn more.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
42-6, scoring by quarter in this game. Belfry 21-0 after one. Scored 14 points in the second quarter, make it 35-0 at halftime, and then Belfry outscored the Cougars 7-6 in that third quarter. And that's how we're at 42-6 here as we start this final quarter of play.
Belfry's put some people up with better hands for an onside.
Childers high kick there, kick by the Pirates, Deskins. And now Belfry will take over at about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen a fair catch being called, I think, this season here.
Now, a few years ago, Mark, back to college football just really quickly here. I never thought I would say this after he was at Tennessee, but I know Kentucky won't get him, but one coach I'd love to get is Lane Kiffin. Just that guy cracks me up, and he knows his X's and O's. Handoff there. They give it right back there to Deskins. Excuse me, check that on the carry. Davis, that was Davis, my apologies. So here we go now with it being about, I don't know, they gained about, I think they gave him about a gain of 5. My apologies. Solid run there, enough for another first down for Belfry. And they put some subs in, get those here in just a minute. Actually, that run was there by Kane Howard, the junior. $11 minutes remaining, 2nd and 3. Handoff this time, wrapped up by a host of Cougars, is Jacob Varney. There's another Varney. Mark, that's 4, I think, on this team for Belfry.
Yeah, that's a very popular name over there. It kind of reminds you of the bunch from Hazard.
The Olingers, as people say.
Olingers, that's right.
Good run there on the handoff. Nice run there by Isaiah May, the sophomore, well into Cougar territory.
And I mean, that was just a big, strong run. He had Cougars hanging all over him.
Went to school with several Olingers there in Hazard. Not many of them around as much as there used to be. A lot of them moved away. Here we go again for the handoff. Out to the 30 is Belfry. It's going to be a gain of 7. Wrap up there by the Cougars. Again, the number got called by Kane Cottle. 9:40 remaining. Up the middle, Mays, not going to get much, maybe about a yard or two. It says there was a fumble on the play. Mays fumbled it, and the Cougars recovered it, so first turnover of the game for Belfry. Did you catch who recovered that fumble there, Mark? Cougars.
There were so many Cougars, I couldn't tell who come out of there, but
I saw Kanan Surgeon in the vicinity of the area, and I think he may have got it.
he's been known to snag a couple of them,
So now the Cougars, can they add another touchdown on this drive? And we have a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
8:53 remaining. Belfry took a timeout there, 42-6. Mark, I'm going to go ahead and say it for the record here. Best PA man in Letcher County, none other than Sam Jr. I'm just sitting back here and I'm listening to him. Deserves that title. Been here for a very long time. I think of him and Mike Harris as Stidham catches it. Two of the best in Letcher County to do the PA, and Stidham has room down the right side of the field. Of course, the late Mike Harris and Stidham there in close to Belfry territory, but just Sam Jr. just doing a fantastic job here tonight. Enjoying listening to him, and class act, and I know he would be probably say you're too kind for me saying that, but just great at what he does.
He really, really is. He's done at Neon Grade School for years. Back when the firemen and the Lions Club had their things on the radio, he was always the spokesperson for those. So he's been doing that for a long time and been involved in the community as long as I can remember. So he's just a heck of a guy.
Negates the first down, so the Cougars on a holding penalty will be brought back to the 33-yard line. Actually 32, they'll mark it 1st and 11 officially. Howard, nice run. Picks up about 4. Gotta kind of might be after that one run, running close to that 1,000-yard mark. If he doesn't get it this game, he'll definitely get it next week. I am positive on that. Just with how close he is with the yardage through this game, I think I might have him around 40 yards gained on this one, maybe 35. 2nd and 4 for the Cougars. Nice pass caught for the first down there on the far side. That's Combs. That'll be the 9th first down for the Cougars in this game.
Yeah, I mean, that was a nice catch, and did a good job holding on to that because he took a shot there from the Belfry player.
Holbrook rolls out, pass caught by Stidham again, out to the 50. Another first down Cougars brought down by Mays. 10th first down for the Cougars in this game. Want to make a quick note. The Letcher County Central Middle School team will be playing in the quarterfinal round of the state playoffs in Johnson Central High School against the Pikeville Panthers. Back to that in a minute as trips to the right, one wide out to the left. Howard out to the right. Holbrook has time, looking, scrambling. Pass, Stidham with another great catch. No, did he hold on to it? Incomplete. But he right there on that throw, Stidham almost had it, but right in his face there was Jordan Huffman, the sophomore. But still, Stidham making some great catches here late, just couldn't haul that one in.
Yeah, Holbrook took a shot there as well.
No huddle here for the Cougars. This time Howard over to the left. High snap, he'll get the handoff. Making some room out to the 48. So it'll be about 3rd and 8 now for the Cougars, where they are 2 of 9 tonight on 3rd down conversions. Limping off there. Hope the kid's okay. Colby Robinette, he's had a really good game. Hope he's all right there for Belfry as he goes down. Might be a cramp there on the side, but hoping it's nothing serious there. 5:38 remaining. 42-6 your score. Holbrook checks the sidelines with 20 on the play clock. Goes again and looks over at Coach Matthews. Resets with 8 on the play clock. Has time. Incomplete. Pass intended for Brown, and this will bring up 4th and 7 for the Cougars. Right there again, Huffman in on the coverage. Cougars tonight, 1 of 3 on 4th down conversions, 2 of 10 unofficially on 3rd down conversions. Substitutions for both the Pirates. Check that, just the Pirates. My apologies there. Here comes Holbrook. Oh, he's got Howard wide open. Gets it to him. First down, Cougars. Howard with a little shake and bake, making some room out to the 35, clearing 30, and wrapped down by a host of Pirates. Be another first down for the Cougars, their 11th of the game.
That should have put him over that.
Well, no, it's rushing. It's not passing. It's rushing because that was a short pass out.
Short pass. You're right.
Cottle there on the tackle. Here comes Holbrook. Rolls out. Pass caught up to the 25. Stidham. It's going to be about a gain of 4. 3:50 remaining here in the fourth quarter. No, I would have definitely mentioned that, Mark, if that would have been a run play. But it was a short pass, but still a great effort and great play there by Howard. Got a Cougar player down here. Clock is, still going there at 3:35. Was tying the shoe there. It was Garrett Howard. 30 on the play clock. Trips out to the left, one out to the right. Howard's going to have some room. Gets down to the 21-yard line. Gain of 4. This will bring up 3rd and 2. But Coach Chad Bates and company over in Paintsville tomorrow night taking on Pikeville. Letcher middle the 1 seed, Pikeville the 2 seed. I know when this group, I was talking with a couple of the players this week, Rorden Potter and Colin Breeden, and they were telling me down there at Cowan, Mark, that when they were 6th graders, they lost to Pikeville. So they got that loss on their mind and wanting to get some revenge tomorrow night. Hand off to Howard. He's got some room off to the right side. There's a flag, though, on the play as Howard goes out of bounds. See what they call. So we wish the middle school team the best of fortunes tomorrow night as they continue their journey in the middle school state playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you love to see kids from this area be successful.
So they're going to wave the flag maybe. Looked like the ref on the far side picked it up. So the yardage will stay. Going to give him down to the 10. Got to wonder if Howard is very close. Sideline warning there against Belfry. First down Cougars, so that's their 12th of the game. 2:08 remaining. Holbrook thought about getting it to Howard. Holbrook's going to move. Holbrook, fakes it. Holbrook's going to throw it high into the end zone. Caught by Brown. Touchdown. Or check that. It's going to be 42-13. And the Cougars, 42-12, excuse me, get the score. And that was Stidham on the touchdown. Or no, I'm sorry, Fields. Fields gets the score. And now it's 42-12. Or was that Brown? It was very hard to tell there, Mark. I couldn't tell on that far side. It was either Brown or Fields on the touchdown. 42-12. I was looking and I was following Holbrook. Didn't get in time. We got the window view here. 42-12, your score.
Yeah, we were kind of column hooked there.
Yeah. On the 2-point conversion attempt, Howard gets in, 42-14 your score. We'll just keep it here with a minute left. And the Cougars score more than Shelby Valley and Eastridge. And on top of that, against Belfry, Betsy Lane, the last team to score 14 points on Belfry, was on September the 26th against Pike County Central when Belfry won that game 55-14. And now the Cougars make it 42-14. Cougars tonight, 2 of 3 in the red zone.
Like I said, I'm glad to see them score right here to get some momentum going into next week.
Thinking that was Brown that scored that now that I just kind of looked at it there. So Thaden Brown, 10 points for him, and now both teams, or another touchdown for him from 10 yards out. And both teams coming up to line up and do the shaking and greeting of hands for the sportsmanship. 42-14, Belfry over Letcher Central here on senior night. We'll step out and be back in 2 minutes on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
In Letcher County, we know accidents can happen when you least expect them. If you've been hurt, call Hatton and Watts. We'll stand with you, just like your team does on the field. At Hatton and Watts Law Office, we're your hometown team, fighting for your family after an injury. Hatton and Watts Law Office, Letcher County's champions in personal injury and car wrecks.
Time out out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
I believe in Kentucky. I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
(42-14) as the Cougars go to 6-4 to close out the regular season. Belfry goes to 9-1 with the victory tonight. And on top of that, as we have Letcher County Central hosting a first-round playoff game next week against KNOX Knox Central. And Mark, your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, I mean, they just run into a powerhouse with Belfry. Belfry's got a fantastic team, but hopefully the Cougars will find some things to hone on. Like we said, they took care of the penalties a lot better than we've seen in the past, so hopefully they're ready for next week when Knox County comes rolling in.
All-time Belfry now leads the series at 5-0. Maybe the Cougars get another one on Pond Creek next week next year if these two teams renew the contract. And again, just another effort here tonight, these seniors and what they have meant to Letcher County Central. They get another week to play and focus on the playoffs, 6-4. A really good year here for the Cougars, considering just some of the players they've lost over the last few years. And I know a big group here. These seniors are happy to play another game, Mark. And just one of those nights, not Halloween night. And I know next week Coach Matthews will get them focused, and they'll be ready to turn around and take on the Panthers, where the Cougars defeated KNOX here back in 2022 in the first round of the playoffs. Before we jump out of here, any closing thoughts, Mark, before we leave?
I just want to say that this has been a very, very interesting season. I love watching the Cougars play football and been glad to cover this season, and look forward to covering the playoffs a little.
Definitely. And for Kobe Amberg, our producer, all the hard work, and thank you for doing what you did tonight here, Mark Young, and I'm Anthony Versalia. Everyone enjoy your weekend. Have a safe weekend. Have a safe trip going home. And until next time, you've been watching Cougar Sports on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Good night, everyone, and God bless.